Is this not like the dopest background ever? It's just leaves. So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial using all new products. And new products as in new products to me that I recently bought that you probably saw in my last haul video. So they may not be the newest on the market, but they're new to me. Oh, and if you hear like a bunch of like buzzing and stuff, that is the lens, because I don't know why it's so noisy auto-focusing, but it is. And I put on way too much primer. And the primer that I used was an oldie but a goodie, the Nivea Men Sensitive Skin Balm. And since I got so many foundations in my last haul, I wanted to try out 2 of them, like one on each side of the face, just to try it. So I'm just gonna use my finger and put the Milani side here. And then this side is the Maybelline Better Skin. And I don't know what it is, but I actually find that the black beauty blender blends out foundations way better than the pink one. Camera, freaking chill. So that's the Milani side. That's the Maybelline Better Skin. Okay, not bad. Okay, so for concealer, I use the NYX HD Concealer. And I'll blend that out first. The Milani side is creasing 10 times worse than the Maybelline side. Probably because it's not as thick, because the Milani is a 2-in-1 concealer and foundation. Product that I actually picked up yesterday is the Hoola Contour Quickie Stick. I didn't include this in my haul because obviously I didn't have it then. I remember I got my face contoured at Sephora one time and they used this. I really wanted to try it. Would you guys be interested in a contouring video? I'm curious about that because I was thinking about it a little while ago and then I never ended up doing it because there's so many contour videos like out online, but I'm just wondering if you guys would want me to do one. Comment down below if you want. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Beauty Blender. Like, it blends out so quick. Like, I don't really even need to pounce super hard. Damn, I like that. That's such a nice color for me too. It's nice contour, but it's warm enough that it kind of like adds a little life to you. The nose is always so tricky because you can't bounce so hard that it goes over top of your bridge, because then that defeats the whole purpose of a nose contour. Would defs recommend the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. I really like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face, and I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Like I said, since my foundation and everything is a little tacky right now, I'm not going to sweep, I'm going to pat and set. They're still a little tacky, so I'm going to switch over to a little powder puff. This is something I just got off of Amazon, and this is actually what I use on, actually no, it was in my haul, but this is actually something that I use on clients. I hold their faces with this when I'm doing other stuff so I don't disrupt the base. But I find that it works really good when you have a foundation that's really tacky and won't sit down with a brush, kind of pressing it in. I don't know how to describe it, but it just does a really nice job at setting it, like with the powder puff. So for my bronzer, this isn't new, but I'm just going to use my Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil. And this is a new brush that I just picked up at Winners. It was like $5 or $6. But it's like a really cool, I don't know, like contour kabuki. So it's super soft and super fluffy, but still has that shape to it that will give a good contour. Okay, so that's contour and bronzer. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to use my MAC blush in Gingerly. I'm going to use that on this brush I also picked up at Winners. And I never use blush brushes that are this kind of shape. I want new brushes. I've noticed that ever since I started doing other people's makeup, I obviously use my own personal brushes, which means I'm washing them 10 times more, which means they're getting so much more worn out. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't want them to get wrecked, and they're just slowly getting wrecked. For highlight, I wanted to use 2 highlighters because I obviously want to test out all this new makeup. So on one side, I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Chrome. And then on the other side, I'm going to use the Jeffree Star in King Tut. This one's a little deeper, but they're both on the bronzier side. So I think either or, it's gonna look good. So let's do Jeffree Star's King Tut first. So I'm just going to dabble in there. So I mentioned in my haul video that I was really nervous that this was going to be too dark. So that's not bad actually. I can't tell if it's giving that gray cast. So when a highlighter is actually too dark for your skin, you'll get kind of a gray cast when you look forward. But what do you guys think? So this is another thing I actually picked up at Winners. It is one of those color switch things. I saw one on Sephora I almost got, but that was like $20 and this was like $5. So it actually does the job. So for this cheek, I'm going to go in with Maybelline's Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in Molten Gold. Oh, that's actually what it's called? I just saw what it looks like and I'm like, I need that. Boop-a-doop. Oh, that had a lot come off. Okay, you guys see? Damn! That almost looks the exact same as King Tut. Almost. Like they're both a really deep, rich gold. Holy shit, I look like a little Tin Man. Okay, so that's the face. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera and I will be right back. Sorry if any angles have changed. My battery died, so I just had to change that out. So eyebrows are done. So lately I've just been filling in my eyebrows with just a brown shadow, like an eyeshadow, with an angled brush and spoolie, and then I set it with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. So let's start on eyes. I don't know what I want to do, but I know what products I want to test out. So I really want to test out this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea one. Okay, so I already had concealer on my eyes from when I did my face makeup, so I'm using the color Conch. It's a bone color that I'm just going to set my entire lid with. And then I'm gonna go in with Marina. And it's just a brown shade. The shadows in this palette, they blend out really nice. Only thing, they're not very pigmented. So I've dipped in probably at least, what, like 4 times? And just like tapping off excess, and it's not really doing much for me. So I'm gonna go in with Seaside. It's just like a touch darker. I'm just taking another clean, fluffy brush and just working away those edges. And I'm going to use this middle shade. It's kind of like a really muted rose gold. And I'm just going to apply that with my finger. And I really, I don't think I've shown you guys this. I have the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and this one is in Rose Gold Retro. And I actually haven't used this on my channel yet or even mentioned it, but I've had it for a couple months now. And I kind of want to try this out on top of that rose gold shadow. I wonder if I need to like set it. Maybe I'll just put a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's pretty set. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. I'm going to put that same brown into my lower lash line. Yeah, honestly, these shadows aren't really doing much. Okay, so I'm gonna do the other eye off camera. I'm gonna do my eyeliner and mascara and all that other stuff off camera as well. And I'll come back and do the lips. My liner is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and mascara is just a Lash Sensational one is what I use for my lashes. I was thinking, do I need lashes? But I kind of like the look of this makeup without lashes because then you can really see the wing. And finally, for lips, this is actually a new thing I just picked up. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Liquid Lipstick. I think it's gonna really complement the rosiness of the eyes. So this is the doe foot. Ooh, kind of like a teardrop almost, and it's angled. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. Okay. I like this. It's like a really deep peachy nude almost, but it's quite dark than I thought it was going to turn out to. But so this is the final look. All new products for me. So this was the Milani side with the Jeffree Star highlighter, and then this is the Maybelline Better Skin foundation with the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. So the highlighters actually, I find that they look very, very similar. And this one was probably at least $10, $15 cheaper. Not as pigmented as I thought it was going to turn out. I really had to work with the browns. I didn't really test out any of the other ones, but this is a meh. This Blink Electric Eyes palette, freaking bomb. So this is what I used for my lid. This is the Rose Gold shade, and I actually used this one for my inner corner, and they are all so pigmented. I don't know where you can buy this since it was in my BoxyCharm. I really like the way that Hoola Quickie Contour Stick worked on my skin. I really like the way the skin looks right now. And the lips are starting to dry down. They still feel a little sticky, but I have a feeling that this one will last pretty long. What did you guys think of this background? It's kind of busy, it's kind of dark. I really like the greens. Like, greens are just so in right now, and I think it looks so dope. Like, I think it looks cool. But if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel. The big red button is down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!